Hey everybody, welcome to Hat Hole Home Video. Dr. Zotto's basement office, lair, whatever you want to call it. I did this today. I'm very proud of myself. Hopefully you'll see Dr. Zotto sitting here in not too much longer. But I figured since I was so proud of my handiwork, why not hang out in it for a little bit and show you guys some recent VHS acquisitions. Although some of them are not so recent. I realized I have like an on-deck stack of VHS tapes that I find, and I'm like, I gotta show these ones off to you guys. Sometimes they start kind of getting away from me a little bit. And that reminds me, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Hat Hole Home Video. I believe technically it's hat.hole, and you'll find me. I mean, the profile pic is this beautiful mug, so it's not too hard to figure out who it is. But so I always forget to mention that I'm on Instagram. I post a lot of pictures of VHS tapes, and I post a lot of them like as I find them, so it's a little bit more real time, a little bit more. It's just another way to check out all the fun stuff in the collection. That's all I'm saying. So if you're on the Grum, check me out there too. So let's dig in. I think this first one is kind of a fascinating piece of video store history, video store curiosity, whatever you want to say. It is simply, well, first of all, the movie itself, I think, is hilarious. It is Scarecrow gone wild, mixing a long maligned horror movie icon, the Scarecrow. I don't remember how many Scarecrow specific, and I don't mean generic scarecrows. I mean this specific Scarecrow. I forget how many movies he had. It was at least a few, right? But this has to be one of the most absurd. I mean, this would be like if they did, Freddy Gone Wild or Reanimator Gone Wild. I don't know. It's just a very weird turn for a bottom of the barrel franchise to take. But here's the curious thing. Now, it's from a video store. We've got the, previously viewed stickers on it. It's from Movie Gallery, which, as you all know, I'm a big fan of Video Update. Movie Gallery bought out Video Update. But here's the interesting thing I noticed about this tape. Once I got it home, I actually went to go watch it, and you've got that, I mean, it's not going to want to focus, but it's got that Movie Gallery seal on the bottom of the tape. It's not going to focus. You have to trust me on that. There's this seal. Normally, fine, you see those, but it's cut. This one is intact. And at first I just thought, oh, bummer, I'm not going to get to watch this high-quality film. But then I started thinking about it, and it's weird to think that the last time this tape got watched was before this sticker got put on. That means that the last time this tape got watched, it was an active rental tape. You know what I mean? Like it was in the inventory of this video store. The last time it got watched was when it was rented and watched by someone. And I just think that's interesting. I mean, there's probably plenty of tapes that aren't sealed that the last time they got watched was when they were a rental tape, I'm sure there's plenty of those out there. It's just weird to have like this evidence of it, It's just one of those things that if, some of you I know like to smoke those jazz cigarettes. And it's one of those things where I feel like if you put yourself in the right mindset, you can start pulling that thread on that sweater and just blow your mind, Up next is a movie called Welcome to 18. I haven't watched it, but it has Mariska Hargitay in it, which I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but she's from Law and Order, and of course she's from Ghoulies. One comic and often calamitous complication leads to another, including a high-stakes poker game and exciting boat chase. It's summer you'll never forget of zany, outrageous, teenage fun. 80s to all get out. I'm very excited to watch this one. And now what I would call a Comedy Central classic in my house growing up, or in my teenage years, I guess, was a movie called, and boy oh boy is this probably not politically correct anymore, but Just One of the Boys. There's the cover for you. I mean, you kind of get the point. It was a girl who didn't feel like she was kind of given the fair shake. She thought she was sort of viewed on her looks and, was, the cool guy's arm candy. So she cuts her hair, wears cool 80s, popped collar with the skinny tie. I mean, she was the coolest 80s dude you could imagine. Re-enrolled in school as a transfer student, as a male transfer student. I remember really liking this movie. I don't remember tons of details about it. I just remember enjoying it as a youngster, as a teenager. A tween, I think we'll split the difference and say tween. It does have Sherilyn Fenn in it. I forgot about that. It probably does not pass today's politically correct muster, but what does from the 80s nowadays? And speaking of not being politically correct, and I would say probably intentionally so, I also have Cheerleader Ninjas, which I just couldn't pass up. I'll admit, I was cruising and perusing eBay. All these others were just sweet thrift store finds. But this, I was looking at eBay, and I've seen this come around a few times, and it has gone for like weird high amounts of money. And I have not looked into it to figure out if it's rare, this is a rental copy from Hollywood Video, so I thought maybe it had a very, very limited distribution, and maybe these like rental copies are the only real copies out there. I don't know, but for whatever reason, it seems to command a decent price, and I got this one. I swooped in and got it for a steal when all the others were going for, 5 times more, whatever it was. I'm excited to watch it. It looks like a very intentionally terrible movie, and intentionally a movie that sets out to offend you kind of a movie. So I'm always up for being offended, unless there's actual animal cruelty. I will not stand for. I'm okay if a movie pretends to hurt an animal, but if it really hurts an animal, I'm out. And finally, a movie that, once again, I found on eBay, but there was something about this movie that I didn't realize when I got it. And it's Commando Squad, and the listing did not in any way... Is it focus? The listing didn't in any way indicate that this was an oversized clamshell. So when I got it, I realized this baby has got some meat on her bones. Look at her next to Cheerleader Ninja. That's a nice big oversized clamshell, you can see. And it's from a really cool... It's a rental from Video Master. Look at that Disney-esque, Disney ripoff font. I just love it. But you can see in here how big the tape is, or how big the case is around the tape. Lots of empty space in there. Room for maybe a jazz cigarette or two to be hidden in there. Ace, I'm looking at you. But very cool. I love this cover. And the only thing that bums me out about this cover is that this isn't Sybil Danning. I think that's the one thing that would make this cover an absolute grand slam instead of just a home run. Would be if this was a Sybil Danning cover. Although it apparently is a 1986 Playboy Playmate of the Year, Kathy Shower. An ironic, I guess it's not an ironic last name, but because I'm sure she showers. But in any case, there you go. Super cool. And yeah, some of these I've had for quite a while, and I just forgot. I forgot to show you guys. So sorry about that. That's it. That's my fun stack for today. Look at them. Look at these beauties. Ooh la la. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit and checking out the some additions to the VHS collection, and getting to hang out for a few minutes in the in Dr. Zotto's lair, which again I hope very soon you will be seeing on a Dr. Zotto movie night or a Dr. Zotto VHS Dreadful. I don't know. Those of you who hang out on the channel regularly kind of know what I do here. Yeah, you know what I do here. Sorry. This is going to be one problem with this setup, is I'm just going to start watching what's playing on the TVs. In any case, thank you everybody so much for watching. Definitely thank you to my patrons. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to everybody who likes to come here and have a good time. Live streams every other week. Definitely check me out on the Grum, hat.hole. And yeah, until next time, whether you are a dirty dog sleeping in the sun or an alley rat eating up the night, you know you are always welcome right here or up there at Hat Hole Home Video. Bye-bye.